The vast wheatlands of the Great Plains near the border of Alberta and Saskatchewan. Late summer, 1999. In a remote section of his 2,200-acre farm, Carl Kuhn is harvesting his wheat. From his vantage point atop the machine, he notices something strange. What he saw was a break in the endless sea of grain, an area of flattened down plants, a pattern swirled into the standing wheat. The true mystery is the lack of any discernible access trail. Even a solitary hiker would leave a wake of broken plants in the thick wheat. Whoever or whatever had damaged the field seems to have been levitated to the spot. Yet what mystified the Kuhns has become familiar to farmers all over the world. Crop circles.
They are areas of flattened crop, not necessarily grain. It could be potatoes, corn, wheat, that range in size from about 2 feet across to 3/4 of a mile. Frequently, usually in geometric designs, but frequently also not in very random designs that are occurring all over the world in every country that we have contact with.
Where they may have come from is much harder to say. That question has been hotly debated since 1989, when dozens of the formations began popping up on farms all over England, when everyone from the royal family to the rock group Led Zeppelin was weighing in on the subject. The phenomenon is so popular that it obscures the history. Few people, in fact, have any idea that crop circles go back any further than the 1980s. Yet old chronicles contain mentions of mysterious formations that come by night. Some of mankind's oldest records may hold clues. Thousands of years ago, an Aboriginal artist painted this scene on a rock in Australia. It appears to show a man wearing a helmet beside a saucer-like shape in the air. Below the airborne object, an intriguing swirl.
This has been interpreted straightforwardly as a depiction of a UFO encounter. People and animals fleeing the scene with an object in the sky. What hasn't been picked up on, historically, is the fact that beneath this object, there are concentric rings depicted on the ground. These have been entirely overlooked by researchers until now.
As we continue, crop circles go under the microscope, and for the first time, scientists speak out on the subject. A scientific investigation is already underway. Researchers are taking samples of grain from crop circles and shipping them back for analysis to a lab run by American biophysicist Paul Levengood. What Levengood finds opens a lot of eyes.
Once he examined those original samples and found a number of anomalies, one of which was completely missing seeds. There were no seeds in the seed head.
One of the more telling deformities shows up at tiny joints in the stems called nodes. In samples taken from some crop circles, the nodes are blown out. They have been exploded from within, not unlike what happens to living tissue in a microwave oven. So the plants have been zapped, but by what? Some believe that it is alien spacecraft burning circles into the grain with blasts of microwave energy. In fact, there is anecdotal evidence to support this. Crop circles often appear in conjunction with UFO sightings. The strange moving lights called glow ball are often seen in the vicinity of crop formations. Researchers have found that 1/3 of all crop circles can be linked to UFO reports.